Hey guys, my name is Ryan, and we're back again with another Spirit Island video. Today we're playing Relentless Gaze of the Sun against England 6. Let's go, we got board H. Okay, so we start off here in land number 2, which is their strongest land. Which is nice, because getting that starting Badlands in a land where they are strong is very important. We're going to get and explore into the wetlands. Okay. So, an unbearable gaze is a pretty decent way to start with getting everything out of the 6. Now the question is, do we want to grow across top track and play this as our only card? And that would allow us to move the presence in and then push from the 6 and an adjacent land, which is good against everything except for the mountains. If we were to get... Maybe we do this, because if we do explore the... If we do explore the mountains, that's tricky. Another thing that we could do is create Badlands here. So if we were to go like so, and I believe we have to double our energy, so we can drop 2 Badlands in this land, and then come in, and then that would kill the town. So we could do that. So I'm going to grow over here in the 4, so that way we have better coverage. Oh, no, but to do that, we'd have to make a triple stack. Okay, that's fine. Skip the first event of the game. Okay, we get to build and explore. We did get the mountains. Okay. So we will add a Badlands. Pay 2 energy to repeat it for another Badlands. And then we'll use our innate to bring our presence in, dealing 1 damage. Time passes. Yeah, I was really hoping to use the Unbearable Gaze on the 3 and the 4. But alas, we are not so lucky. Let's see what we draft. Ooh, Hazard Spread. That's a good way to get lots of Badlands tokens out. However, Dark Entangled Woods has a moon, and as I've been learning this spirit, I've come to realize that you desperately want that moon, so that way you don't add Blight whenever you can sacrifice presence instead of adding Blight, which just gives us a lot more flexibility. It's also very good because we can use it next turn in land number 3. So I think we're going to go for the Dark Entangled Woods play. Growing out here. And we will... I think we'll do an Unbearable Gaze. So that way we can push some stuff around. We might innate over here and then push the 4. Still very new to this spirit. Still trying to learn it. Not very good at it. Okay, so 1 Dahan does not participate. This Dahan will die. And that means that this will not get counterattacked. Over here, Beast will kill the Explorer, but it will still build because of the double adjacency. And we do get a Fear because of this Dahan. So we'll Ravage, build, and explore the sands. Exploring the sands, eh? So we could innate over here, dealing 2 damage, which won't amount to anything. And then we get a Fear, and we can push these towns out like so. And I can defend land number 4 for 3. To prevent all the Blight from coming down and give us time to scale up. Okay. keep gaining some new cards. Encompassing Ward is an effective defend card that we could use over here. Pull Beneath the Hungry Earth is another moon card, and this one has a little bit of proactiveness attached to it. So we could use this Pull Beneath in combination with other cards in order to deal damage here, or like to add a Badlands. We could like focus the Sun's Rays, kill that city. So if I just eat this Blight right now, I could look to focus the Sun Rays, Pull Beneath the 2. I think we're just going to take the Encompassing Ward. It's easier. It's easier to play. Gain some energy, play the Dark Entangles, and we will focus the Sun's Rays. Maybe I'll put a presence here so I can bring a Badlands in, because we can pay for it. That will deal 3 damage, getting the city down to 1 HP. And we don't need to move presence in, because then we just innate it. So we'll leave this guy out here. That 2 Fear prevents a double build in the wetlands, which is very relevant for land number 7. And we get to add an Explorer to a land with Blight. Beast Push. Ooh. I don't think I want to do any pushes. I think we're going to leave it right there. And then, oh gosh, I could have pushed in. Hey, Dad. Hello? All right, so we're going to build in the wetlands, ravage in the mountains, and then build in the sands, exploring the mountains and escalating in the 7. All right. Focus the Sun Rays will do 1 damage in land number 2, which becomes 3 damage. And then our innate will do 1 more damage, which will full clear the land. Time passes. So in this next turn, we're definitely playing the Encompassing Ward. I'd like to gain something a little bit bigger and spicier. Might not be a bad time for a major. This Dark Entangled Woods is not playable next turn. But Instruments of Their Own Ruin is really good. That is really good. It's hard to say no to that, because we can actually threshold this without playing any other cards if we just go here, and then we get this animal. Because of all these free elements, it's fully thresholded by itself. So I'm definitely going to be pushing top track here. As soon as we hit this any, we can threshold it on 2 card plays, because we're easily going to be able to get that last sun. Okay, so let's gain some energy, and then we're going to... is it possible to threshold it next turn? We'll pick up the sun. We'll just need to play a sun animal card, which we do not have. But if we could draft into a sun animal card, we threshold instruments next turn here, and then it'll take care of the 3 as well as maybe pick something else up. That's awesome. So instead, we'll just play this for the turn. Okay, Encompassing Ward will give us a Defend 2. We have to do this in a land with invaders, so we'll just go right here in land number 3, using that for 2 Fear. Unfortunately, we cannot repeat it. We do not have a triple stack in this land. But we got the Years of Little Rain. Ooh. That changes everything. We can 100% threshold this next turn. So we're going to pay 3 energy to proliferate into a land with Dahan. Beast damage. will do that. We're going to get 4 damage. We're going to use that to kill a city, probably. And then we get Dahan defense. Okay. Alright, so mountains are going to double build. Sands are going to ravage. And then mountains will build again. And we'll explore the coast. I was actually hoping for an escalation into the 4 on this turn. That would actually have been good for me. So I am going to use my left innate just right here in land number 3. We're going to get 4 damage, and it's going to add a blight. I wanted to do that to make it easier for... We want land number 4 to clear this land number 3. So right now we got 6, 7, 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 9 damage is going to get reflected over. So that's will full clear plus like an explorer over here. Time passes. Okay, so we know we're going to be able to threshold this card. And all we have to do is get a sun and animal, but we do have an any, so literally just a sun is all we need. So what's the best way to pair it? Could pair it with, like, this. Do we have a moon card? We do, but it's not a good one. And actually, it doesn't even give us the elements we need to threshold. The odds of us getting both no sun and no animals is extremely low. I'm just going to gain another minor. So we got sun here. We got moons and sun. Ooh, moon and sun. That's really strong. Yeah, I think we're going to do it for the moon and the sun. So we're going to do this, this, and this. That is quite the sweep. We even get a destroyed presence back because of that plant. That is super nice. Yeah, that's going to be a very strong play. Okay, instruments with threshold here in the 4. We're going to favor with a fear to defend 4 in this land, which will allow us to allocate more damage somewhere else, really into the 7. We do get to bring a destroyed presence back, so let's go here with it. And this could have pushed a blight. Let's just push the blight up there. I always skip farmers. It is such a weird event. Replace an explorer with a town on an inland land. Yeesh, that's dangerous. Disease and strife doesn't ravage. Thankfully, we're good here. And we can push an explorer or a town from a land with Dahan. So I could push like so, making this land easier to clear, allowing me to allocate 6 damage up here, killing 2 towns. And that will, because this is our biggest land, it'll really just chop the head off of it. And then remove an explorer from an inland land. Sure. Okay, let's build. We'll ravage. So 3 damage will get allocated over. 6 damage will get allocated this way. And then over here, this land ravages, killing off the explorers. And then we're going to build the coast. Exploring the wetlands. And then this is the biggest land, so we're going to make that build. Okay, now in the slow phase, we still have our innate, which is going to do 4 damage and produce 3 fear. And then we have to sacrifice a presence instead of adding a blight. We could target land number 2. That would give us an extra damage, but I think we're just going to skip this land. Over here, it would kill the Dahan, I believe. Yeah. It would kill the Dahan, But we would full clear the 6 right now. We could also go after land number 7. There's a lot of lands that we could choose to go after. And of course, going after the... No, actually, sorry. I'm crazy. We have to go after the 4, because it's going to build once, build twice, and that's a loss. So we actually have no choice here. We come over, destroy the city, 3 extra fear, and destroy our presence. Beautiful. All right, we're going to reclaim and grow. We can actually just instruments again in the 2. Instead of skipping it, we'll just instruments in order to help clean up some stuff. I think, so it's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so we can use this to kill the 3, which will then we take a blight in the 1. So for my growth of the turn and for my bringing destroyed presence back, we could go into land number 1 and skip it with the blinding glare. Taking that for the any. I don't need a... I mean, for the 5th, we would just use it for fear, but we're not even going to have a triple stack. I am interested in getting into more card plays, though. Yeah, so we'll go here. Boom. Boom. Okay, let's instruments right there. Here, we're going to get a skip. Event. +1 damage. Okay, that could actually possibly be a good thing because we get to reflect that damage. We get a free town kill in a land with a beast. Thank you. And then we get to push the Han away from disease, but alas, there is none. Move an explorer town for land with 2 or fewer invaders. This, by getting rid of this, will allow ourselves to reflect 4 more damage out. This basically amounts to a city kill in an adjacent land. So certainly going to do that. Alright, so let's build. Ravage the coast. Starting here, we're going to reflect 3 damage down. And then we got 5 damage plus 1. So we got 6 damage to reflect up. So I'm going to do 4 damage here, and then 2 damage over here, utilizing the 2 Badlands to turn it into 4 damage, killing that town. Then over here, it's skipped. Build in the wetlands. And then we skip the next explore, and then the turn after, we will double explore. Which will be a stage 2 and a stage 3. So it'll be pretty unpredictable what's going to happen next turn. Over here, we get to do some damage. This will add a blight and flip the blight card. So the question is if we want to do that. And I'm going to choose not to. We're going to execute this as if we only had 2 suns. So it's only going to do 1 damage. Using these Badlands, that will become 3 damage and kill the town. Okay. Next turn. Do we choose to reclaim again for the instruments play? Instruments on the 7, and then reflecting some amount of damage out, getting a few building kills. I mean, it is our best card, and that's why I'm pushing bot track for that reclaim 1. So let's just reclaim all and grow out here. Going for instruments, and let's get something a little bit more proactive, huh? Let's get... We need a moon. We need a dang moon, huh? If we had an animal, I could take an any to become the moon. Which is very unfortunate. So there's 2 elements that we're hunting for on the draft. This is more fear. Because, yeah, being able to use this for its full value is probably more valuable than anything else that we could do. And then we hit our reclaim one next turn. So we can just gain a card and then reclaim this instruments. Playing like instruments, focus, blinding glare. Maybe we draft something cool. Although actually there's not going to be a ravage next turn, so we don't even need to reclaim the instruments. That's beautiful. We get a turn off. Great. Anyways, what am I saying? We get this, so we get to bring back destroyed presence, but we just reclaimed. Here, we're going to instruments on the 7. And then here, let's just get 2 fear and defend. I don't know, something. Event. Numinous, the other one I like to skip. What the heck? Invaders surge inland. Move a town 1 or 2 lands inland. Let's get this guy all the way up, increasing our splash damage. Choose a land with disease. There are none. And we get some defense. Gather 3 from a single land into a land with 2 or more invaders. From a single land into a land with 2 or more invaders. This is a great way to lose to England. So I'm not so sure that this is the ticket. How much damage are we reflecting here? So we've got 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8, 9, 10, 11. So we'll just kill this. I wish we could gather like so, but then that would cause us to lose instantly. But because of the Badlands, it would be nice. I don't think we can really do anything here. I guess we could gather it out. Some amount out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could gather 2 of these guys out. Since we know that the next card is not mountains. Yeah, let's do this. Build. Ravage. Oh, we do have to shoot 1 damage this way. Do I care about this Dahan? Not really. That's going to be 10, 11. Yeah, let's just shoot all 11 over. Lose the Dahan, that's fine. Explore twice, so we get the jungles. 4, 4. This one has a Badlands, though, so I'm going to go here. And the Sands Wetlands. Okay. We get to deal 4 damage and 3 fear. Here it becomes 5 damage and 3 fear. Wetlands are double building. So we need to consider that for this land. So yeah, this will build up to 6 and this will build up to 6. So either way, it's going to kind of turn out the same. Just go this way. Killing you and getting 3 fear. Okay, now's a good time to gain a new major. What do we get? Accelerated Rot. Is that one playable? Because it hits the wetlands, which we care about. Jungles are going to be active too. So obviously we pair it with the Favor. Compassing Ward. Yeah, so I mean we've already got enough for the sun portion. Comes in like so. If we just play these 2 and then take that for any, then we're thresholded. In a multiplayer game, that would be sweet. We get tons of support for our teammates. But those defensive cards are not the game-winning cards. Especially not this turn. This turn, we really just want to hammer down with damage. I do think I'm going to take this, though. It's pretty easy for us to threshold. We don't need any of these this turn. Let's just get ourselves extra energy. Probably just triple stack out here. Maybe just load up with as much damage as we can. We also could just invest a ton of energy into... we could just do a big old fear bomb next turn. Any into here. I could also just any into the moon. So if I were to replace this with... could do this. Any into the moon. And then repeat this for 3 fear repeatedly. I just need to do 1 repeat this turn to get us up to terror level 3, which is definitely worth it. Yeah, let's do this. So blinding glare, I don't know, let's go on the 2. So we'll use it for 3 fear, and then spend 1 energy for 3 more fear. Event. We're ravaging. Hey, we're not ravaging this turn. Okay, disease. We have no disease. Dahan outnumber buildings. 1 land. 2 damage per Dahan. Okay. Thank you. We get to remove 1 thing from adjacent to beast or 2 from a land with beast. So I could remove this town or these 2 towns. And it's actually an interesting choice because the mountains aren't active. So I think we're better off getting rid of this 1 guy here. We might move some stuff around to see if we can get a better encompassing ward. ISO and defend 4. So that's kind of the only land where isolate matters, and defend 4 obviously doesn't because we're not ravaging. Gather 2, 1 damage per Dahan. Okay. Go boom boom and kill a town. Build in the wetlands. Build in the jungles. Sands, isolated. And wetlands. Exploring the jungle sands. More value from that isolate. Okay. Let's see how much damage we can do. So by unlocking this last tier, we get extra damage for having presence in the land, and we can get more presence into the land by using Focus the Sun's Rays. So we can just go huge in land number 2. The only issue is that we're actually going to kill all of our Dahan in there, but I think that's fine. Because we can get 2 repeats with the Focus the Sun's Rays. So the idea here is that we can just go for double energy and then hit the reclaim 1 to reclaim our blinding glare and win the game with that card. Obviously, the more normal route without just fear bombing would be using instruments. So if we go for 10, it's going to cost me 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 10. So that's 5 uses of 3. That's 15 fear. That's 3 whole fear cards. We just need to produce 2 fear right now, and then we win. Jeez. What a degenerate play pattern. Okay, then yeah, we don't even really need to overthink this turn. If we kill a city, we just win. So yeah, let's just kill a city somewhere. Yeah, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, any to the 5th. Okay, yeah, we're good. Yes, we'll focus the Sun's Rays. We'll do, let's go here, 1 damage. We can move stuff in. I'm going to just choose not to. We can repeat it to do 3 damage. And then repeat it again to do another 3 damage. Then let's just, add Badlands here. and use this. So we will... Oh, you know what? We could also do this. Here's a cute little trick. We can make the origin land be the 6. So we bring everything from the origin land into the target land. Then we deal 3 damage to the invaders, kill off the Dahan. So 3, 4, 5. So 4, 5. Oh, and we get one more. Yeah, so 6 damage. Then we get 3 fear because we destroyed a city. We have to sacrifice a presence instead of adding a blight. And then we have 6 remaining presents. We get to do 6 more damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, then we're just going to win the game by doing here, G4, doubling our energy that we gain for the turn. Reclaiming and playing just 1 card, playing it 5 times in a row, although we only need 1 repeat for 1 energy. And that is a Fear victory against England 6. I gotta say, as I've been learning how to play this Spirit, this play pattern right here, just getting a Fear card and then repeating it incessantly, is my least favorite part of the Spirit, and it's something that I wish just didn't exist. It makes me feel like the whole game, I'm just kind of kicking the can down the road until I just inevitably just flip over the whole Fear deck in 1 turn. And as opposed to being like an actual Fear Spirit, it just feels very like non-interactive. So I think I'm just not a huge fan of Relentless Gaze. I know over the summer I said I was going to be learning them and playing them a lot more, but once I figured out this play pattern, the Spirit really bounced off of me. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Have yourselves a glorious day.